Everywhere around us, there are individuals who are great leaders. They generate energy, they inspire, and they make a difference in this world. I was always curious about how they make their vision a reality, how they deliver impact, and how they transform teams, organizations, and industries. In my Leaders of Change podcast, I am inviting leaders to share their journeys and inspire us all. Hear it in Leaders of Change podcast. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Leaders of Change podcast, where we meet great leaders in various industries. We want to know them, we want to learn from them, and most importantly, we want to be inspired by them. And today, it's with absolute pleasure that I have with me Chong-Win Lee, the CEO of Logicalis Asia. Let me tell you a little bit about Win. Win is a caring leader with an impressive track record in leading companies to growth and success. Win, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Imane. It's great to be here.
The pleasure is all mine. Let's take a seat. So hi Win, thanks for coming today.
Thanks, Imane. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
You know, I didn't do you a justice when I introduced you a few minutes ago. Why wouldn't you tell us about your career journey and leadership style?
Great question. I currently am the CEO for Logicalis in Asia and started this journey, I would say, after graduation almost 30 years ago. Yeah.
You don't look it. You don't
Thank
look
you
it.
very much. Sure. I would say I enjoy my job. Very passionate for what I'm doing, which is why that keeps me going, right? And I think it makes a difference. But over the years, I had the opportunity to take on various roles, from engineering to pre-sales professional services, as well as being a salesperson for many years of my life as well. But deep down inside, what really pushed me forward was the desire and passion to solve solutions for my customers.
Wow.
Right. And over time, I progressed from being a seller selling to individual customers to product marketing, where I had a chance to sell to a whole market. Right. And from there, I took on general management roles, which led me to where I am today, right now at Logicalis, which is a really exciting opportunity. Because I feel we're in a very exciting age where digital transformation is a top agenda amongst many of our customers, and I'm in a really great position to have the ability to marshal my team and work with partners like Microsoft to really make a difference for our customers.
Awesome. I love it and love it. And while you are introducing yourself and your career journey, the first thing that came to my mind was diversity of roles. The fact that you are coming from diverse roles, from engineering to pre-sales to product management to sales and then to general management, gives you that empathy to understand each and everyone in your organization.
Yes.
And brings me to the next point as well. You know, I did some research about you, and I went to your team and I said, how would you describe Win? And they said, he's a caring leader, which is impressive. It's usually we have strong leaders, impressive leaders, caring leaders. It was mind-blowing for me. Why do you think they said so, and what's caring for you?
Well, that's surprising, given the degree to which I push my teams to their limits almost on a daily basis. So yeah, it's interesting that they use the attribute caring, but I don't go out of the way to be caring per se, but what I do recognize is that we're all individuals, right?
Yes.
And we're all motivated by different things. We have different priorities, and we come from diverse backgrounds.
Yes.
And what I do try to do is to be sensitive to all of the above, and to make sure that I'm executing and truly living up to one of the main commitments that I've made to my team here, right? Which is to build Logicalis into a platform on which everyone can build a meaningful, right, and rewarding career.
Wow, that's impressive. You're walking the talk with them all, understanding them and giving them a sense of belonging in Logicalis. I'm really excited to be with you today, and it brings me to my next thought, which is about how Logicalis and Microsoft have shared values and we have similar cultures.
Absolutely,
and that's why we clicked,
Yes.
as a team, as a company in this great partnership. And now that you're telling me about your how you are empathic with the team and you want to build your platform, what's your mission and vision for Logicalis and for the employees of Logicalis?
That's another great question. Now,
I'm going to ask you all the great questions.
Great. So our mission, right, and vision is centered around wanting to build Logicalis into the preferred digital transformation enabler for our customers here in Asia. And when you think about that, I share with my team that that's actually a very, very meaningful mission, right? If you look at where we're at right now, 2.5 years into the pandemic,
Yes.
We have seen the pandemic take a toll on many industries, right?
Yes.
Companies have gone bust, many people were jobless, and many of our customers were struggling. So our mission is to help our customers enhance or rather harness the use of technology, right, and bring digital transformation in a way into their workflow to help them rebuild their businesses, rebuild jobs, right, and tool themselves into a much more resilient business, one that is optimum for the new normal. And I try to get my teams to see that what they're doing and the reason they're here on a day-to-day basis is a very meaningful one, right? Because history, when you look back in history, we are in a phase of history where we would have made the difference to many of our customers as we help them down the digital transformation route and journey.
Yes, and I love the social purpose that you're thinking about, the meaning of all this digital transformation. And as a follow-up question on the digital transformation itself, you and I are in the tech sector, obviously, and we see this pandemic and we see the digital transformation, and sometimes we see what we call lift and shift, and sometimes we see app modernization and security, and there is a long spectrum between the customers going from lift and shift to security and app modernization. How would you advise your customers when they are going through this journey, especially getting them to cloud native, cloud first strategy and helping them through this pandemic?
That's another great question.
Yeah, you see.
There you go. So naturally every customer will have different existing workloads and different existing infrastructure that's already in place, and different plans in terms of how they intend to harness and use technology. But I would say in general, for many of our customers who already have a considerable number of workloads and looking to see how they can harness the benefits that the cloud technologies might open up for them, right, in terms of the pay-as-you-go operational model, elasticity, better diversity in terms of geographical resilience and so forth. I think the best way is for them to actually get their feet wet, so to speak, right, is a lift and shift strategy, right?
Yes.
And there are various methods that Microsoft has that would allow customers to accelerate that whole cycle and process.
Yes.
Not only from a technology basis, but even from programs funding, right? So I think those are very innovative, and Logicalis is part of that. So typically, we will encourage customers to take the lift and shift approach to I guess get a initial flavor and taste and experience in terms of moving workloads to the cloud. But in the longer term, for customers to truly make full advantage or make full use, take full advantage of the core benefits that I touched upon, elasticity and burstability.
Yes.
I think they do need to truly modernize their applications, right?
True.
And that's where we can work together to make that a reality for our customers.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. And going into the pandemic after 2 years, I honestly feel that in 2022 we see more hope, we see more optimism. What are your aspirations as well in this year and beyond?
Well, right now in early 2022, my main concern and main aspiration is for geopolitical tensions to ease. Right, the situation in Ukraine certainly is very concerning for the whole world. So I do hope that comes to a peaceful resolution as quickly as possible. Right, but beyond that, what I do see is the ability for us as practitioners in the ICT industry to really look at how we can help customers harness technology in innovative ways. Not just for economical gain, but also to reduce poverty, increase education, right, and also have a bigger impact on the environment as well.
I love it, and hence I said we have shared values and we have similar cultures. So the last portion of the podcast, brace yourself.
Sure.
Rapid questions.
All right, here he goes.
If you were to go back 20 years ago, what would you tell your younger self?
There was a very poignant speech that Steve Jobs made, right? And he ended it with "Stay young, stay foolish," right? And that's what I would have told myself, right? To take more risks, follow my heart a little bit more when I was younger, and life could be very different. I'm very happy where I am, but yeah, I would have liked to take a little bit more risks when I was a little bit younger.
Oh wow, I love it, I love it. What's the best compliment that was given to you?
That I'm a caring boss? Well, I'll say I've just got one daughter, right? And when people say that, you know, your wife and you have really brought her up well, I think that I couldn't have a better compliment than that, right? So I see that as one of probably one of the biggest missions in my life, right? Which is to bring the kids up, right? Prepare them to be good citizens of the world.
Wow, you're not only a caring leader, you're a caring parent and a husband.
We all need to be.
Awesome, awesome. The last question, but the most difficult question.
Wow.
What would you change about yourself?
Well, I would say as well, even until now, I am a little bit more on a conservative side, all right? So I do wish that I would take a little bit more risks sometimes.
Be foolish?
Yes, be foolish a little bit more, but not too much.
Yes, calculated risk, that's
yes.
all what we need. And congratulations for the prestigious award. You are Hall of Fame in Channel Asia.
Thank you, thank you.
Well deserved. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to having you again.
All right, thanks, Imane. I look forward to joining you here again.
So it was wonderful to have Win with us today. First, he spoke about his career journey, and the first thing I had in mind is how diverse the roles and responsibilities that he took for the last 30 years that shaped his business and shaped his style. Then we deep dived into technology and how digital transformation is imperative for everyone to survive in this pandemic. But what strikes me most is about his caring and the leadership style that he's using with his team. Gone is the era where leaders need to lead by fear or by pressure. We need to lead by empathy, we need to lead by inclusion, and we need to lead by caring. And that's what Win taught us today. Thank you for watching. Please comment below and please use the hashtag Leaders of Change. See you next time.